Figured since we had the little bayonets out for this what's in the box video, we could do a quick video on the bayonets more specifically. So I don't have every single type of actual Kalashnikov bayonet in these little toy forms, but we do have quite a selection. So this is the Chinese Spike. It's made out of plastic, but the rest of this one is all metal and wood, which is kind of neat. And I'll do a whole video on them because there are so many details to both of these. This one's pretty hefty because it's metal and wood, but its bayonet, I think it might be a little bit out of scale. It's hard to say, but does work with the toy, and they might have done it a little bit longer just to make it more visible or something, but that one's pretty cool. They're not cheap. The metal and wood ones are more expensive than the plastic ones. This one uses an AK47 type bayonet, and it is also, this one is made out of metal. It's actually very similar to the real bayonet in its connection, everything except the latch is here. And when I say that, if you look, there's even the little piece of metal for the latch. It just isn't really doing anything. Let me see if I can get focus. There's that little piece of metal at the top here for the latch, but it really doesn't do anything. But that's a metal and wood bayonet, and again for another metal and wood AK, and it just connects right onto the barrel and under like the real one would. Oh, I even have to get it into the right spot for it. Then this one is all plastic, but that's the next one in chronological order. We went from the Spike to the, well, it started with the AK47 style, then the Spike, now the Type 1. This one though is a plastic, so these are real cheap. This one's an underfolder, and again a Type 1, looks like a German with I guess this, it's possible that this could be a German AK. I have to look more detail at it, but this definitely looks like a German bayonet because it's black and because it's the way it is, but kind of neat. This one is all just, this is solid plastic just with some paint on it or something. Then you would go to the Type 2s. I don't have any rifles for the Type 2s, but I have a selection of the Type 2s here. We've got I guess a German here, or maybe a Yugo, but it has this little like drop leg attachment on it, so who knows. Maybe even Bulgarian, I suppose, even though most of theirs aren't black. Then we've got some Russians or maybe Bulgarians here. These are actually supposed to all be the same bayonet, but you can see there's quite a variation from the various manufacturers. I don't remember them all off the top of my head, but this is one of the little manufacturers, another, and yet another, and I think there's even some variation to these toys. So just like the real bayonets, they change over time due to where they're produced maybe, or which production run, or which little set they came with. Some of these bayonets you have to, at least I had to, when I got them on eBay, I had to buy like the whole set of junk for the doll or whatever, the toy. So you get like hand grenades and belts and hats and stuff, but bayonet's all I'm looking for. A couple of these, I think this one I was able to just get the bayonet itself. Somebody had bought the kit or lost all the other parts. This one's pretty crude. It's all solid though, but it's a real working bayonet, which is kind of neat. This one's the same bayonet, but obviously a lot more detail. For some reason it almost looks Indian because of the color of the blade, but no hole for the wire cutter, but all the parts of the wire cutter are there. And while they're not 100% accurate, they're pretty decent with their little frogs and everything. And then last up, I guess I'll put a link to the page, the website, where I put all the data that I found on these things. You get the little Tula. So this one's definitely a Russian. You can see the little Tula star there. And let's see if we've got it on the scabbard. No. We do have the little weld spots though up on the wire cutter. And I thought these, yep, these do have an actual wire cutter. And you can stick that in there and break it real easy, or you could stick that in there and actually get it to work. If I had some toy barbed wire, I could give that a try. And usually you pop it out when you're trying to get them apart here, and hopefully it won't, but if it does, it's no big deal because it's actually not molded in, it's just sitting in there, so you just stick it back in if it does come out. But it even has saw teeth, very detailed. I really like this one. And the other one's the same way, and this one is basically the same thing but in black, and it has an actual whatever this thing is, a strap that's always on the wrong side on these little bayonets. But this one you can see the saw teeth again, and again a working bayonet thing. I think I just dropped a little peg. Oh no, this one didn't have a peg. So it has the hole but no peg, or at least mine didn't have a peg when I got it. And again, I've never seen one with a drop leg. Maybe this is, I don't know what it's supposed to be. Probably a German. Anyway, that is the mini AK47 bayonet collection, and normally I stick them in some foam in the safe with the rest of the bayonets, but had them out for the what's in the box. I'm going to go ahead and do some additional videos for the metal and wood mini AKs because they're so awesome and they have so much detail. So let us know in the comments what you think of these, wherever you happen to see the video. And as always, thanks for watching.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.